We are live. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me on my lunch hour chat today. Hope you've had a productive day so far. It's just noon. So, this is going to be a short chat. And yes, I just wanted to start by asking how many of you have ever heard, if you're a parent, maybe you've ever said this before, I'm doing this for my kids. Or if you are, of course, if you have parents, while growing up, maybe you would have heard this thing. I'm doing it for my kids. I'm doing it for you, right? Just raise your hand in the comments. Yes, we're all guilty. We say we're used to it. I used to say the exact same thing, right? I thought, of course, I'm doing it for them, obviously. That's why I'm working these long hours. That's why I'm putting in extra time at the weekend. That's why I'm trying to meet deadlines and so that the money will continue to come in. I'm doing it all for my family. But guess what? Did you move to abroad? Let's call it abroad now. Did you move to the West, right? For a better life? And is this the definition of better life when you talk about the fact that you don't even have the time to spend with them? You say you moved here for a better life, not just for yourself, but even for the children, most importantly. And yet you feel like it's not enough, right? The bills keep coming, of course. And it looks like a roller coaster that doesn't end. Your projects never finish, or work never finishes, depending on the kind of work that you do. And no matter what or how hard you work, right, you feel like you're just surviving. Well, welcome to the club. You're not really having the kind of time that you want to be able to spend with your family, right? So if you consider the fact that, yes, you moved here, but yet you're saying, I did this for my children, but you're not able to spend quality time with them. You're not able to do the things that you needed to do. I was at that point at some point myself, right? Where I had to put in extra hours just because there was so much work to be done. Then I started to ask myself, how long is this going to continue? Will it ever end? What roller coaster? When is this roller coaster going to stop? Roller coaster doesn't stop, right? So for those who don't know me, right? If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Seremi and I'm a product manager. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and also a digital business owner. So I decided to delve into digital business in the online space because of what I just said, right? The fact that I had to put in extra hours. I realized that something needed to change. I could not continue like that. If not, the children are just going to grow and go away while I'm in my own roller coaster. I had to break out of that cycle. I needed a way to that work, I needed a way that to work my life with the kind of, to work a business and have a job or a business that will work around my life, not the other way around, right? So I started to search for opportunities, and luckily, yes, I found one, which is a digital business. And that's the same thing I'm bringing to you today, right? Talking to you today about digital business that has the capability to change situations just for you and has done for so many people, even within our community, right? This business has given me flexibility to be able to breathe. Honestly, I'm not constantly stressed, unlike back in the days, right? Where I used to do more than one jobs. It's a way for you to build financial freedom, but of course, you're working at it. It is not a get rich quick scheme. You work at and build something that is meaningful for yourself and your family, and it works around your own schedule, not the other way around, right? You can have time to be there for your family. And the best part is, this is the real perk of it, that you're doing it for your children, is that you can actually pass it down. You can will it down to your children as long as they are 18 and above. You can will it to your family members, or if you decide to keep it for your children, when they are 18, they can take over the business. What more could be more special than this, right? This is the real definition of I'm doing it for my children, not the job that you're going to go to and at some point you have to quit or resign or whatever, and nothing comes out of there once you're detached from that company. This one, you can have your job and be building your business on the side, and you can eventually will it to your children. So if this sounds interesting, can you imagine? Comments in my comment section if you know that you want to learn more about this, because this kind of business, it gives you your control for your life back, honestly, because you can do it at your spare time as long as you can dedicate 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours every day, right? Depending on what you have to, the spare time you have. Definitely you're well on your way to achieve success with this business. And this business doesn't just come alone. It's what I call business in a box. It comes with mentorship, it comes with coaching, it comes with automation systems, and everything else that you need to run a successful digital business. So you don't need to be tech savvy because we have automated training, like we have video-based trainings that will teach you everything you need, right? You don't need prior experience because you're going to learn from the basics how to operate in the online space and to reach out to people beyond borders. I always call this business beyond borders because you're reaching out to people from anywhere in the world that you choose. And definitely you're going to learn those key strategies that you need. Okay. So all you need is just a willingness to start. The curiosity, first of all, to learn more, the willingness to start once you see the potential. And of course, you'll be guided on your way to success. We have a very supportive community, right? So the difference now is, unlike other opportunities that are dependent on market fluctuations, maybe like your crypto or whatever stocks, right? This one has a proven system and a proven structure, right? You're definitely going to be in control of your business. You will build it for yourself from scratch and you will watch it grow. We work with companies that are over half a century in this world, 51 years in the business. So they are not like a company that is not stable. They are very, very stable. Okay. So you definitely will network, you will connect, you will grow, you would be glad you did. You would see people and you would wonder where were you or where was I all my life, right? You'll be asking yourself those kind of questions because the kinds of people you see here, they are driven people, people that will drive you to do more for yourself. Okay. So this is just me sharing my digital business journey. And of course, if you know that this is something that you're looking or you're interested in doing, creating something meaningful for yourself while you're still working your job, then send me a message or you can just go ahead to register on my website. My link is always displayed. I just want you to imagine a life where you're in control, where you wake up in the morning. At some point in the future, you wake up in the morning and you just work on your business. You don't have to rush out and rush back in in the morning and in the night, right? Just imagine that kind of life where you can see your kids thriving. You can see yourself, you're really poured into them without being stressed, right? And you're building something for them that they can inherit. That's what's possible in this business. That's the kind of life that I'm building for myself. And that's the kind of life I've seen others, people that have started their business long time before me, are doing. So I'm working towards getting there. So all I would say is I can definitely be your mentor and coach. So reach out to me and yeah, we can take it up from there. You can ask any questions, just send me a DM and I'll be sure to get back to you. So if this is something that interests you, I look forward to seeing you on the inside. So take care now. Cheers.